Mac.
No way.
They get far more petty, too. This is the stupidest story of the week. This probably should have been something in the title, I think, of the show. Tattoo artist Catherine Alexander has filed a lawsuit against WWE and Take-Two, the publisher of WWE's 2K series of video games, and not because they're pieces of shit that they pump out every year. No. Alexander has done Randy Orton's ink since 2002 and claims she owns the copyrights to the designs that were being used in the WWE video game. She accused WWE and 2K of copyright infringement because Orton's tattoos were being depicted in the games. It was reported in 2018 that Alexander raised the issue with WWE in 2009 and was offered just $450 for the rights to the designs, which is probably how much Orton paid for the tattoo.
I was going to say, but that's pretty petty, though. I mean, if you're 2K and WWE and you're just going to offer her $450.
No, it's my opinion, when you get a tattoo, you're paying for art to be put onto your body. You own that art, not the person who did it. They're not painting it, you know what I mean? It's not to be replicated. It's done for one person in particular. They should own it. That's my opinion.
Said, though, it's not to be replicated. But then they're replicating it on this game.
Yes, but that shouldn't be...
Well, the courts don't agree with you if you keep reading, Pasty.
Okay. She, of course, declined the $450 offer.
Well, no shit. That's just a fucking insult.
WWE and 2K have tried to have the lawsuit dismissed in the United States District Court of Southern District of Illinois on August 7th due to the court not having jurisdiction on them. The Hollywood Reporter reports that an Illinois federal judge, Judge Stacy Yandel, handed Alexander a partial summary judgment this past Saturday by determining WWE and Take-Two had indeed copied her work for Orton. So shouldn't she get rights every time he's on TV?
Theoretically, she could.
This is the mind fuck here. Now,
to be honest, though, why don't we finish the story before we start discussing?
yeah. I'm sorry, but even reading this earlier, I was like, now a jury will decide whether that falls into copyright infringement. The judge denied the defendant's own motion for a summary judgment by deciding that certain questions are triable. Those questions include whether Alexander impliedly. Yes, that licensed Orton to disseminate and display the 6 tattoos that she inked for him.
So that's your argument, is basically what they're saying there. They're saying they got to decide whether when she tattooed him, she offered, by tattooing him, she offered him to decide what to do with those tattoos, or whether since she created it, she does.
That's just fucked up. It's just... So if you get a tattoo, you're not entitled to any kind of fame because you're making money off of somebody else's art.
Well, here to me, and I'm not a lawyer.
Let's talk about all these rappers with tattoos on their faces for a second. Just 1 second. How much money are they making off of their face tattoos?
But are they making money off of that?
Is Randy Orton making money off of his tattoos?
Well, here's if you'll let me speak, let me talk, Pacey. Let me talk. Can you let me talk? Can you just let me talk? No. So here's the difference, though. When Randy Orton is on TV, Randy Orton is on TV. He's showing up on TV. What he has tattooed on him is on him. It just happens to be that way, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When they're making a game, they're choosing whether to copy something and put that on there and sell it. When Randy Orton comes out there, WWE isn't redoing the tattoo every time. They're not creating that tattoo every time he comes out. He just has it on. When they put it in a video game, though, they are literally copying what she did and selling it. Literally.
I've got a rebuttal.
Okay.
Fortnite dances being sold. Fortnite didn't make those dances. This has been through the courts.
Correct, and some people have won and some people have lost. That's a split decision on that thing. And that's neither here. Well, that's also different, but it is different.
She's got to understand they could probably only afford to give her $450 because of how much money 2K Games generates WWE in an annual year.
I mean, basically, she isn't hoping to win. She's hoping to get a settlement larger than $450. We know that.
It's just,
is it petty? Yes, it's petty.
Stupid.
But does she have a legal argument to at least try it?
Now Vince McMahon's gonna get a tattoo license and he's gonna tattoo all the superstars. And then they can never wrestle for any other companies because he owns the rights to their bodies.
All right, let's move on to more trademark news because we can't possibly have another tattoo trademark deal coming up here. Arn Anderson filed to trademark the phrase "the Four Horsemen." A search of the U.S. Patent Office database shows that Marty Lundy, which of course is Arn Anderson's legal name, filed the application just days ago on September 27th. The Four Horsemen trademark would be for usage in entertainment services, namely live appearances by a professional wrestling and sports entertainment personality and other similar services. So basically, personal appearances, interviews, and the whatnot.
Yes.
I think WWE still owns that trademark, so I'm assuming he's going to end up like Cody and not getting shit, but I'm not sure.
I want to know what exactly they're going to do with it if he does get it. Because there's not four horsemen left on this earth.
Well, he'll just use it for personal appearances, interviews, and whatnot. Maybe put out a DVD, write a book, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's meant to be used. And I wonder if they're going to try to do something there with, like, FTR and who else? Nobody? They're the Four Horsemen by themselves.
If he gets it, they'll probably try to do something like that, but I'm assuming he's just getting it so that he can make money off of it himself, because he can't right now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, hell, at least it isn't another fucking tattoo fucking copyright thing. That'd be stupid.
Yeah, I know. That would be so stupid. So let's move on, okay? More tattoo copyright news.
Oh, come on.
From Don't Call Me Ryan Reeves, Ryback, because he isn't the only athlete who has made the Feed Me More slogan part of his persona. Ezekiel Elliott of the Dallas Cowboys has done the same.
Hey, let's be fair, though. Nobody watches the Dallas Cowboys, so does that even really matter?
Right. Wait, they have a football team? I thought they were just cheerleaders.
It is. Ezekiel's one of the cheerleaders, I think.
Elliott even went as far as to tattoo the phrase "feed me" on his stomach and has plans to make it his trademark. So did he tattoo more down his weenie?
Yeah, well, that would be cool if he did. Makes me wonder, too, if, like, Audrey II is going to sue him now, too, because, Little Shop of Horrors, the
right,
plant,
yeah, that's exactly what
Audrey
I think. Feed me on his stomach. Feed me, Seymour.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's not wrestling. Wait, has there ever been a sentient plant in wrestling besides Mitch, the potted plant?
I was just going to say Mitch. Well, I suppose wasn't the Christmas monster, the Christmas tree or whatever? He was.
Oh, yeah.
Can.
There you go. Well, Ryback caught wind of Elliott's plans and got a hold of his attorney as a result. He talked about Elliott trying to capitalize on a phrase that he made famous. Ryback TV shooting blanks. Why do you want that associated?
He talked about Elliott trying to capitalize on a phrase that made him famous on Ryback TV shooting blanks.
Okay. Why would you want shooting blanks
his YouTube
associated
show
with your name? Ryback, he doesn't understand anything. Like I said before we started the show, Ryan Reeves is a great name.
Yeah, better than Ryback.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just don't think he understands. In general, like anything, he just doesn't understand.
Yes. And it's being speculated he may be legally changing his name to Ryback, Feed Me More Ryback.
I hope he does. I'd pay money to see him then. I'd pay money to see Ryback, Feed Me More Ryback.
He's got to name his children the same thing so we can have, like, Esquire and the third.
Oh, I think that would be awesome. Ryback, Feed Me More Ryback, Esquire, and his children. Ryback, Feed Me More Ryback Jr., Ryback, Feed Me More Ryback the third. Or it could just be like George Foreman, where he doesn't even give them thirds or juniors or nothing, just all Ryback, Feed Me More Rybacks.
It could just be in different orders, like Feed Me More Ryback, Feed Me More.
I always wondered how that worked in George Foreman's house. Fucking 5 George Foremans, and not one of them's a junior or second or anything. Like, how the hell does that work? Oh,
probably just different tones for each individual.
Well, Pasty, and other copyright news, WWE filed to trademark 2 ring names on Thursday, September 24th. Those names, of course, Chelsea Green and Dominic Mysterio.
Why would they want to do that?
I think those 2 are for obvious reasons, so I don't know how much we really need to get into them, but they were there. There's a lot of copyright crap.
Yes. And from copyrights to tattoos, back to The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson has announced he has an upcoming NBC comedy series titled Young Rock, and it's going to save Peacock streaming service.
And it'll follow young Sheldon immediately.
Right. And Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah, and then replays of young Indiana Jones. And maybe the Young and the Restless. And then a Neil Young tribute concert.
There you go. The Great One says the new show will be based around his wild and unpredictable childhood and formative years growing up. I read The Rock's book. I'm excited for this show. Johnson shared the casting news in a series of Instagram posts on Wednesday, revealing the actors that have been selected to portray younger versions of himself and his family members on the NBC sitcom. Adrian has been given the role of 10-year-old Little Dewey Johnson, a nickname given to Johnson by his godparents. While Bradley Constant has been tapped to play 15-year-old Johnson has been tapped to play
15-year-old Johnson. 15-year-old Johnson.
That's what his family calls him when he's a teenager. He goes from being Little Dewey to 15. What's up, 15-year-old Johnson? The priest came up with that one.
Yeah, I think so. Got that at his what do you call that when they go up there and take wafers? Yeah. There's something in priests where they do stuff. Catholicism, catechism, whatever it's called.
Cataclysm.
Climaxing.
Finally, Marco Polo star Yuli Lakarufitu.
Is that Lakitu from Mario?
Yeah.
That's that little cloud dude. It's good that he's getting work outside of Nintendo. Good for him.
It's not as good as a name as Adrian Groch.
And it's definitely not Cucumber. The Cucumber is badass.
Seaman Canyon.
Seaman Canyon, Cucumber, and Lakitu. That's the sitcom I want to watch.
Yeah, it is.
Give me
Call
that
it
one,
Yes
baby.
Man, and it's about the board at WWE.
There you go.
Yes, and he will be playing Johnson at 20 years old when he was playing football on a scholarship at the University of Miami.
Also known as 20-year-old Johnson.
In addition to those casting choices, Johnson announced that Stacey Leilua will be playing his mother, Etta Johnson, a.k.a. Mama Rock, while Joseph Lee Anderson will take on the role of the star's late father, Rocky Johnson, a.k.a. the OG original Rock.